Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Director over at Misfit Gaming, and I have another walkthrough for you here today. This is Kittimer Vortex Advanced, a Borg Space STF, and we're going to go ahead and jump to warp to kill some Borg. So when we get in here, I want to tell you exactly what you guys need to do. Okay. First off, we've got to take on a boss. Yes, 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 I know. You're thinking, a boss this early in the game, in the mission? Yes. Yes. It's the Guardian. We have to take him down. So we can't advance with the mission until we take down that tech cube. Okay? So off we go, off we go. So it's pretty simple, straightforward. We're just going to be taking down this Borg tactical cube here. And once the tactical cube goes down, we'll be worrying about what's going to happen next. So now that we see that the shields have dropped, there are probes that are going to spawn here and here. Now we have to stop said probes. We can't let the probes through. So you want to have two people guarding their respected sides. I'm going to go right here. Or yeah, right. To help support good old Nakoni over here. Now it's the same thing as infected space. We have to destroy these nanite transformers to take down the gate. The only difference is that once we take down two, a tac cube will spawn. And this tac cube, or not tac cube, a regular cube and a sphere will spawn. Now we have to be super careful though. Okay, we have to be super careful. Because if we aren't, and we don't pay mind to the probes which are coming, and the probes get through, we will lose the mission. We will fail the mission. So we have to take down these probes. Unfortunately, I don't have the DPS for it. So as you can see, we have an optional which says we have 13 minutes to kill the gates, the two transwarp gates on both sides. Okay, we cannot let any Borg use this gateway right here, this vortex. We can't let them use it. And those are the probes. If the probes go through, any of the probes go through, the mission is over. Game over, man. Game over. So my ally over here is in a bit of help. I'm going to go over there and try to assist him. Oh, crap. As you can see, probes are spawning. Roberts is going to go and take the probe. Now we have to destroy this and destroy the gate. Now another thing to notice, or to note, is that if one of the gates does get destroyed, like say that one gets destroyed over here before we've destroyed ours, a big battle group will come through. And we have to deal with said battle group. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. We have to deal with said battle group, and just because it's a battle group does not mean that we cannot let them through, because if we do let them through, that's it, game over. So essentially it's the same thing as, like I said, infected conduit, but we have two gates to deal with and multiple enemies that will spawn. That's the only difference here.
to withstand us. Lower your shields and await assimilation.
Now, if you're the one at the guarding the gate, it's also important to remember that once we destroy one of these, an additional probe is going to spawn. So by the time we've destroyed both of these, and we just have the transwarp gate to deal with, there will be a total of 4 probes spawning at random times. See, we just destroyed that one, and an additional probe spawned. I have to go over here to help support my team. Because they're having some problems. So my side is going to start working on the gateway, and as you can see, 4 probes have spawned because we've taken down both the nanite generators. And that's one of the reasons why it's important to have a guard here. Now, the ideal person is you want to have someone here with a mediocre amount of DPS to take down these probes. Because like I said, if they do get through that vortex, that's it. Game over. Game over, man. Game over.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your home world, where we will begin assimilating your culture and technology.
So, both of the guards have left, and that leaves me here to defend, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm hoping my ally here will come and assist me. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Okay. He's coming to help. That's good. Because I wouldn't have been able to take him down. Communication is vital in this. If you don't have good communication with your team and you just don't call out that the probes are going to get through, that's bad. I've had a lot of groups where people just don't communicate and will not notify one another when the probes are about to get through. And that leads to failure. So our progress was a bit hindered because of that, the probes, but that is more important than the optional. Completing the mission is more important than the optional, in my opinion.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to surveillance.
You see, my DPS is just not adequate enough to take down these probes, so I'm relying heavily on my teammates here.
Surrender your vessel and prepare for assimilation.
Pretty simple, straightforward mission. Unfortunately, we're getting hampered because we're having to stop and kill the probes. As I said, ideally you want to try to have somebody here with an adequate amount of DPS guarding. That is not me. I'm not that guy. And I will never be that guy.
You will become one with the Borg.
Glad I caught that. I'll go ahead and give him a heal while he deals with all that. He's starting to get hit. I could transfer over to full weapons if I wanted to, but unfortunately
Disarm your weapons. You
that
will
would take away
escort
from my
us to
support
your
role.
homeworld
But if we
when we
wanted
will
to
begin
get this done, I'm
assimilating
going to
your
have to
culture
do
and
that.
technology.
Because the second side has now started on killing their gate, which means we have to get done killing ours. Alright, so our gate's down, which means our teammates over there are now expecting company. Which means we have to get over there ASAP. I'm going to let my teammate deal with these while I get over to the other side. Then they took their gate down as well.
We
Now,
are Borg.
if the
Surrender
gate
your
didn't
vessel
just, if the
and
gate
prepare
didn't
for
just go down,
assimilation.
um, yes, there would be they would continue to spawn spheres and probes until the gate was destroyed. Now we've got the final boss, and the boss is going to be in a scimitar. So let's wait and I'll tell you the fight here for her. Alright, there she is. Now she will pick one person to target. And the person she's targeting is Aiden. Now Aiden should be staying 6 kilometers away from the Valdor. Reasons why?
We will add
You
your
ask.
technological
She will
and
cloak
biological
if the
distinctiveness
person
to
she's
our
got
code.
targeted breaks that 6 km. As you see, the 6 km was broken, and she has cloaked. Now, once she cloaks and she comes out, you'll see what she does. She'll start doing a Tholaron pulse, and that is a one-hitter, regardless of what ship, how much hull. It will one-hit you on a good day. Some people say that she cloaks at random intervals. At least that's what people say. Whether it holds any truth, I can't tell you. All I know is that usually around 6 km with the person that she has targeted, that person breaks 6 km, she will cloak. But really, honestly, it's still kind of a straightforward fight. She'll cloak, she'll come out, start doing a Tholaron pulse, just get out of the way of the Tholaron pulse. Sometimes she'll come out, as you can see, and she won't do a Tholaron pulse. But then again, when she does come out, she does. If she had no shield, she will have some shields when she comes out of cloak, and some hull would have regenerated. So it's ideal to not have her cloak a lot. But a simple, straightforward fight. Nothing too complex about it. And once she dies, she dies. Now, at the end of every video, I like to display what should you have as a deployment. So here's the gate. This is the vortex that the probes are trying to get through. And these over here, this over here is where the gates would be. You want to have one player blocking the way of the probes and destroying them before they get to the gate. As I said, if they get to the gate and they warp out, that's it. Game over. Doesn't matter if it's within the time limit, nothing like that. Game over, men. Game over. Okay? Not anymore. It used to be like that in Elite where you had a certain amount of probes to be able to get through before you failed the optional. Or if it was one probe got through, you failed the optional, but the mission was okay. And then you had a certain amount of probes to get through before you failed. Well, that was old Elite. The advanced, no probes can use this gate. None. None can use the gate. If any of them use, like I said, game over. So, usually it's kind of you want to do 3, and if you're a good DPSer, 1. No. 1 blocking, 2 blocking the gate, the gate here, on their respected sides. You want 1 blocking on the right, and 1 blocking on the left, 1 blocking on the right. 2 flying around doing their thing, and then 1 working his way over here. Once this gate's down, everybody comes over and supports each other on the gate that isn't destroyed. So yeah, that's the ship deployment plan. Like I said, 1 blocking on the left, 1 blocking on the right, and pretty much the team doing what they can to DPS the gates down. You may have all players on one side that aren't blocking. You'll have 1 player blocking on the right, and the rest will be on the left. That's how sometimes it goes. Sometimes that's not how it goes. It's kind of random. But if you're confident and you think that you have enough DPS to do a side by yourself, with someone guarding, of course, and you feel you can take on the cubes and the spheres, then by all means you can do that. If you'd rather be with your team, then go with your team. But remember, always have someone blocking this gate, okay? The gate was right here. You want to try to have them at least 10k away from the actual transwarp gate, okay? You want to have them at least 10k away blocking the probes there, because that allows plenty of time for them to destroy them before they get here. That's the ideal, thing. But anyways, this has been DJ Dracto over at Misfit Gaming, and I thank you for watching.